time flew by so quick, and taking my pads off for the last time, I knew I would never put them on ever again. I'm Nathan Kime. I'm a freshman at UNC Chapel Hill, and I'm a media and journalism major concentrated in ad and PR. I think when I was really little, my dad went to the University of Alabama. So growing up, he turned me into an Alabama fan as soon as I could understand football. Grew up every Saturday watching games with him. So for me, August to January was always football season, and watching Alabama football every Saturday with him, throwing the football before the game. Football carries weight in the way that once you're done in high school, if you're not playing at the collegiate level, you'll never play the sport again. I never put my name into the NCAA. I never registered with the NCAA. So stat-wise on paper, I could have went and played D3 football, but that just wasn't for me. I've always been very academically focused, even though I love athletics. And I knew that I didn't want to take football to the next level at a small school and kind of leave behind some of my academics and the great things I can do after college. From the first game I ever played to my last game, time flew by so quick, and taking my pads off for the last time, I knew I would never put them on ever again. I would never play the sport ever again. That was it for me. It's like retiring from something you love. You do it for so long, it becomes such a big part of your life, and just knowing you'll never play with your boys again, you'll never run out on Friday nights, you'll never catch another touchdown, just knowing that that's all coming to an end definitely just leaves kind of a hole in your heart. So getting into UNC Chapel Hill, I knew I wanted to work in sports, and they have a lot of good programs here, whether you're doing sports media or sport management. So my mom actually saw a posting on Instagram by UNC football that they were looking for students to do the job. Just by looking on LinkedIn and seeing people who are in the current position, it was all upperclassmen, it was all seniors and juniors. And I knew incoming as a freshman, I just didn't feel like I had a shot. And my mom just knew like how much I loved football and that hole that was just kind of lingering. And she was like, if you love football, like you'll do whatever it takes to get back on the field. I ended up doing it, and I had a phone call interview around March. Came out here for the spring game in April, had 2 or 3 rounds of interviews, and then I got the job. Lots of hours breaking down film, lots of early mornings. I'm in here at 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning, breaking down our next opponent who played the night before, trying to balance school. And then sometimes they have additional position meetings on that. So just the amount of time spent, it's a lot more than in high school, and it's 7 days a week for the most part. And one day I met Jeremy Sharp, who's the head of PR for the football team. I had no clue. We were in the copy room, and I introduced myself and was telling him about me being a freshman and how I wanted to do advertisement and PR. And that's what he's doing here for the football team. And just talking to him, I was like, so what is your official position? And he's like, I'm the head of PR for UNC football. And I was just blown away. And everybody here is very open door policy. He was like, if you ever want to come down to my office and talk about, PR and possible jobs and just ways you can maneuver the industry, my door is always open. Feel free to come down and talk to me. I definitely was like the new kid for a little while, and it took a little bit to get used to. But then now I have all these friends that I built on the team. I think for me, the biggest thing with football was always the brotherhood that I feel like no other sport offers.